Hey you, do you know what today is? It's fish cleaning day. Have you ever cleaned a fishbowl? Hi, my name is Michelle and today I'm going to be showing you the process of how to clean a fishbowl. Now we're going to go over the materials that are going to be needed for the fishbowl. Second, we will be going through the actual process of cleaning the fishbowl. And finally, we will put the fishbowl back together. Now that I've gone over what will be demonstrated in this video, I am going to gather the materials. Now the materials that are going to be needed, first you're going to need a fish net. The fish net is around $5 to $10. Maybe you can find it at Petco, PetSmart, not very expensive. Then you're going to need water conditioner. Now the water conditioner helps the well-being of your aquatic animals. You put it in regular tap water and you stir it around, let it sit for a bit. That way that the water can actually react with the substance. And you can get this also at Petco or PetSmart. It's around $10, maybe a little more if you want the more expensive kind. Third, you're going to need a zipper bowl. This bowl you can get anywhere, 99-cent store. Use a plastic container at home. It's just so you can put the fish in there while you clean the fishbowl, because you obviously cannot leave it in the fish tank while you clean it. Then you're going to be needing a much larger bowl. Also, you can get at any store. It doesn't really matter, just as long as the bowl is big enough. You will need this to put the rocks in once you're done rinsing them out and letting them cool off. Then you're going to be needing a strainer, like I talked about, rinsing out the rocks. That way all the excess stuff can get out of them. You will be using a strainer, a spaghetti strainer. Again, you can get at a market or just dig around your house for one. Not very expensive. Now that I've gone over the materials that are needed to clean the fishbowl, let's get started by cleaning the fishbowl and moving all the materials to the sink. So what I did was that I put the rocks inside the strainer. So now what we're going to do, we're going to rinse out part of the rocks with hot water. You cannot use any cleaners, no soaps, nor anything like that will leave residue for when you put it back into the tank. Because once you do that and you fill it up with water, obviously the residue of the soap that is still left over on the rocks is going to get into the tank without you knowing and may cause a little funeral, which we do not want to happen. So we're going to rinse these out. We're going to get all the excess stuff, all the slimy stuff that's built up in the tank over throughout the days. Now you can clean your tank within, honestly it's your preference on when you want to clean your tank. Personally, I clean my tank whenever I feel it's getting too foggy and it's no longer clear and I can't find my fish anymore. Or you can clean it within 2 weeks, it's up to you. So let's finish up these rocks, and then after we're done with these, we're going to rinse them out. And once you see that clear water is coming out through the strainer, that means they are clean, and you will be putting it into a separate container. That way they can cool off, and then we will finish cleaning off the rest of the rocks. So let's finish cleaning the rocks. Every inch, and the water is very hot. You kind of just have to tug through it just to make sure that the rocks are clean and that your fish has a healthy environment to live in. Okay, so those are good. Clear water coming out from the bottom. Gotta let them sit and cool down. Now the next thing we need to clean are the decorations that are inside the tank. Also be careful with the decorations because there are rocks that may get stuck in between the decorations, like my fish's coral reef here. Sometimes the rocks are large, sometimes they're not too large. Just make sure you be careful they don't fall down the sink, or put one of those drain things that prevents anything from going through. So same thing, you're just going to rinse it with hot water, no soaps, no cleaners, no any of that, just hot water. Just make sure you get it all thorough And make sure it's not slimy, and the water is hot again. Just gotta tough through it. So we clean that. That is good. Let it cool off. And I'm gonna clean the grass and the rest of the decorations in her bowl. Okay, now these are done. So now that everything is nice and clean and washed and everything is cooled down, we're going to begin the process of putting back the fish tank. Now that we have gone over all the steps and our fish tank here is clean and our fish is safely back in its tank, I really hope that this video helped a new fish owner or people that are wanting to become fish owners or people that just wanted to learn something new. I really hope my video helped you guys learn how to clean a fish tank, and maybe one day you guys will do it yourselves. Me and Cutie, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a good day.